For me, the most important thing to me is always going to be God and my family. Over here, I got my son playing in the background while we're shooting this video. So, you know, that's always going to be the most important thing to me. So the shooting sports is very much a family endeavor. So if you have young kids or a wife, please just take them out to an event. It's such a great time, and you're going to have such a, you know, valuable experience. If you've never seen it, come out and do it, because it'll really change your life. It's awesome. We grew up in a very rural area in Virginia. There was a lot of times that I would just grab a .22 rifle out of the gun cabinet when I was fairly young. And after, you know, my parents taught me proper gun safety and trusted me a lot, I'd go out and spend the days just hanging out in the woods and hunting squirrels and shooting bottles and doing all the things that kids do in the rural part of Virginia. From there, I went into the Marine Corps when I was 23 after 9/11 happened, and a couple of my friends got injured and stuff in the war, and decided to go, you know, be a part of that. And that was, you know, a really cool part of my life, and I'm really thankful for all of that. So once I got into the Marine Corps, shooting was already a big part of my life, and it was something that was going really well. And I was fortunate enough to be able to shoot company high, which at the time was something that kind of got me on the radar of some of the higher ups in my unit. And that allowed me to go to the coaches course to be able to coach other shooters on their shooting. And from that point, I was able to go to the instructors trainers course, and from there was able to, you know, help a lot of Marines become more lethal. And that's what it was all about, was to, you know, preserve freedom and, you know, preserve democracy in our country. And I think that there was a lot of people that benefited from, you know, that instruction that I received and the time that I had when I was a young kid. So I'm very thankful for that time in my life. So I started shooting competitions when I was still in the Marine Corps, and before the Marine Corps acknowledged any of that, I was doing it on my own. Once I went to the instructors course, the Marine Corps kind of noticed some of the things I was doing in the competition side and invited me to come try out for the competition shooting team. So from there, I was able to be on the Marine Corps Reserve shooting team, and that was a good time. And we were able to get some wins for the Marine Corps and get some good representation there. So we were able to compete in the 2019 Mammoth Sniper Challenge, officially representing the Marine Corps, and we were able to take the win that year. So that was a really neat thing to be able to take the win for the Marine Corps and you know, turn that chapter in my life and go on to, you know, try to becoming a better shooter for my own reasons. So once I got out of the Marine Corps, I was still shooting competitions on my own, and during that time, Brian Lewis and I had started Virginia Precision Rifle Club, which is a local regional club where we bring new shooters into the shooting sports, long-range shooting sports. We had been able to bring hundreds of shooters into the shooting sports, and in that time, it was a really just, it gave my life a lot of purpose to be able to teach people how to shoot and teach people that they could do something new and hard and fun, you know, and learn the sport of long-range shooting. So we went from there and continued improving our personal skills. And it was about that time 2 years ago that Mark Lee, which is a team shooter for MDT, approached me about, you know, talking to some of the guys from MDT about shooting for the team for MDT. So I was a supported shooter for about a year, and then was officially asked to represent MDT on the sponsored shooter list for 2021. And so we're back again for 2022, and we're looking forward to a full season. And I think it's going to be a really good and productive year, and I hope to bring a lot of new shooters into the sport. So if you ever see me at a match, please feel free, come up and ask any questions you have. Also, since all of this has been kind of culminating to a full-time job for me, where I'm training full-time now with a company called Rifleman's Path. So what Rifleman's Path's intent is to train shooters, enable them with the tools they need to learn the proper fundamentals and how to practice and to get better at this craft. So We're working towards that every day and trying to make as many shooters as we can.